Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be my first video for my new YouTube channel. Not entirely sure what I'm going to name it yet, or really, I haven't really thought of any of the logistics of anything yet. But I figured I'd go ahead and get this video made while I was at it. So, without further ado, I guess let's get into this video. So recently, I came across this Coleman mini bike. It's a CT200U, I believe that's the model for it. So I actually got this in a trade. I had a Coca-Cola refrigerator cooler thing that you usually see at the gas stations. So the people that I got it from, they said that it wasn't working properly, and they said 50 bucks is mine. So I went ahead and I picked that up, brought it to my garage, cleaned it up, and all it needed was a good cleaning, and it was working perfectly fine after that. So I tried selling that, and it stayed on Marketplace for about a month and some change. I got a couple lowball offers, and other than that, there wasn't really anything good. So this guy reached out and he said, "Hey, I have a mini bike that I'd be willing to trade you. It doesn't run right now. It needs a little bit of work." I was like, you know what? Let me take it. Because I feel like I could, probably sell this thing a little better than I could sell that cooler, considering how long it's sat. And honestly, could probably get right around the same price for it. So yeah, let me, without going too much into the weeds here, let me get into this mini bike here. So when he delivered it, he said it didn't work. He said when he would lean it to the left, it would just stall, the engine would stall. He could only get it started with starting fluid as well. That was the other thing. So he ended up just giving up on it. I know originally there was an 80cc motor on this thing, and he blew that up. So he went out to Harbor Freight and put on the 212cc Predator engine that Harbor Freights are so notoriously known for. Right there, as you can see. And I know a lot of people like to put the 212s on here anyway. Better performance, obviously, racing, whatever. Besides the 212, I mean, it's bone stock right now. There's nothing performance on it at all. No modifications. The governor's still on it. Like, literally nothing was done. So I went ahead and I took a look at it. I don't know much about engines. Kind of the whole point of this YouTube channel is kind of document my experience and my journey with small engines and kind of working my way up, I guess. In the background, I have a couple of weed whackers that I've been working on, or weed eaters, however you want to call them. I got a mower, I got a riding mower, and the deck for that riding mower. So I got a couple more projects coming down the pipeline. So hopefully I can stay consistent with the content, and obviously get better equipment and everything as I go along. Right now I'm just recording this on my phone, so hopefully the audio and or video is not awful. Anyways, I digress. So like I said, when he brought it here, he said that it didn't run. There was issues with it. So I dove into it. I discovered, let me backtrack for a second here. So other than the fact that this thing is a brand new engine right from Harbor Freight, it kind of seemed weird to me that it wouldn't start right away. You know what I mean? Usually, like, they're pretty good when they come from the store. So I kind of found it hard to believe, that it wouldn't be running unless it was just defective or there's something that needed to be done. So I took a look into everything, and what I discovered was, as you can see down here, let me get a better view for you. Down here, where this yellow wire goes into, there's a low oil sensor that resides in the case in here, right? So essentially, whenever there's too low oil or no oil, it sends a signal through this yellow wire, which goes to a module, which I took off, but I can show you what that module looks like. And then it routes it to the kill switch, which then tells the engine, hey, there's low oil, this is no bueno, and then stalls the engine out. The majority of people who have these engines disengage that, or completely get rid of that sensor anyways, because anytime you're going over bumps or leaning, or God forbid you flip the motor or something like that, the engine, it's going to stall the engine. And when you're racing or having fun, you really don't want that to happen to you every kind of 10 seconds. I mean, these are kind of meant for riding in the dirt, so obviously you don't want the engine stalling on you. So obviously I checked the oil. There was very, very little oil in there. And so I just went ahead and I disconnected that sensor. Now, luckily, that was all that I needed. So let me go over here and show you this. Excuse my messy garage. Let me show you this module looking thing. You're getting a nice view of my dirty shop rags. So this is the module right here. Well, I'm calling it a module because that's what it looks like. I honestly have no idea what this does, because I know the sensor is inside of the crankcase there, and then it connects via that yellow wire to this yellow wire, which then connects to this black wire, and the black wire connects to the kill switch. And this module device sits right here where that screw is, where I currently have my ground for the kill switch connected to. So it's really simple. Honestly, if you just want to disconnect that yellow wire, it's as simple as that. That'll take care of the issue. But a lot of people, they go the extra step and they remove this case cover right here. It's just a couple bolts, boom, boom. You got to take the torque converter off as well first. Take these bolts off, open that up. I think 2 bolts hold it together down in there. You pull those out, you pull the whole sensor out. You can also leave the yellow wire there with this bolt, or you can completely take it off and tap it out, or whatever you want to do. Honestly, it's your engine, so whatever floats your boat. Personally, if I plan on reselling this mini bike, I do not want to remove that, so I'd rather keep that on there so I can just plug it back in if I need to, to sell it. But yeah, I did that. And other than that, so I was able to get it running when I disconnected that, and it wouldn't turn off. So I did go ahead and I filled the oil as well. The other thing that was wrong with this was it was missing the throttle. So what I ended up doing was I went out and I bought new grips, a new throttle tube, a new throttle cable. I kind of like the red. I think it matches the the overall black and red look we got going on here. So naturally I decided to get that. The only issue with the throttle that I bought was the cable was a little short, I think. I can show you real quick, right? So when you go to engage the throttle, ready? You can twist it, but it doesn't automatically bounce back. You have to reset it yourself. You can twist it, you have to reset it yourself. But you can also see here, so it works, it's engaging the throttle, but this cable that came in the mail that I ordered is really not long enough. Oh, that's great, hold on. It's really not long enough for what we need. There we go. Which kind of seems weird because you would think, judging by how long the cable looks. I mean, it goes all the way down, it runs down here, and you got extra slack. But the wire inside itself, it barely comes through this little bracket here and then connects to the actual tube. So realistically, I have maybe that much extra wire to play with to really get the throttle to engage. I'll have to figure that out. Honestly, if I sell it, I don't really care. Somebody else can figure it out, but it runs and drives like it should. So that's realistically all I was looking for. And like I said, I connected the kill switch. I got that working. Put the new throttle on it, the new grip. Back brake works great. And after I did all that, and I cleaned out the car, I cleaned out the spark plug, cleaned up the spark plug with some sandpaper. Honestly, that's all I did, and it works like a charm. So I can go ahead and show you how it starts up, and we'll see what it sounds like. Here we go. Oh, I left the fuel on yesterday. Okay. Make sure this is disengaged. And it should honestly be one pull. Now that I've done what I've done, it should honestly be one pull. I'm gonna embarrass myself if it's not. All right, here we go. And that's all it took. Ready? Kill that. It's a little loud. But yeah, I mean, for something that the guy said wasn't working at all, and I spent nothing for the bike specifically. I mean, I got $50 into the cooler altogether. It's not bad at all. So, I don't know. My original goal for this was to trade up to eventually get a vehicle. So I started with that cooler, put $50 into it, traded it for this mini bike, and honestly, like I said, the frame's mint, right? The frame's from 2021. It still has the stubs on the tires. Brand new engine that was never even used until I got it. New throttle, throttle 2, new grips, new cable, new everything. Honestly, if I clean it up a little bit, I could probably get like $350 for it. That's what they're going for in my area. And I've seen ones that are even in worse condition than this going for $300 to $350 on Marketplace. So if I can't trade up, I could probably at least get a decent penny for it. And that's profit. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I eventually want to be able to get a vehicle. That's kind of where this challenge is. I want to make a series on that. So as of right now, I guess this is my first video technically of that series, but also the first video of my channel. So that kind of works out, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's it. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see me work on. I don't have a extensive background working on engines. Like I said, it's kind of what I made this video / channel for, to document my journey. So feel free to drop a comment, like the video, subscribe if you want, and until next time, see ya.